Woo! Welcome back, guys, to another episode of ARK Survival Evolved with me, PommieGamer. Hope you guys are having a good day. I'm having a great day, and today I want to do some building. So I'm over on Herbivore Island, home of our new base, and if you remember last time we got the castle foundations placed along with the castle walls, but I wanted to make a start on the actual build of the castle first, and so that we can get everyone moved over, because I really want this to be our new home, and the sooner we can get all of this kind of base work done, the quicker we can move everyone over. So off camera I have been super busy, and I've crafted up a whole ton of materials. I've got 56 ceilings, I've got some of these straight battlements, 13 of those, walls, curved walls, you name it, I've built it. And as a result we've actually hit quite a number of levels as well, and whenever I've been crafting any of these items I've made sure I've been eating one of the ARK anniversary birthday cakes, so that we can get even more XP off of each one we've crafted. So we're at level 79 now, just one more level away from level 80, and then we can get into the industrial cooking stuff. So I thought we would start off by putting down some of these battlements. I think I'm only going to need 6 of them. So we can take those, throw those there, and can we carry all of those floors? Are we super good with the weight? We are. Excellent. I bet you can't carry me though, can you? No. Well, we're probably not going to need all of those walls just yet. So let's just take half of those off for now. We'll pop those in there. And let's take a fly up and just see what's going on. So we want to use these battlements just on the edge of our wall here, which I think is going to look super good. And let's see if we can get over here and try and get a snap point. So they it's kind of the interesting thing about this mod, they kind of position it more so you don't have to be above it. And that's not allowing me to place there. That's that's going to be interesting later on. Let's actually go down on the ground and see if it's any easier. So let's come down here, and this is definitely one of the foundations there. Oh, it's much easier to do it this way. I guess it's been designed that way. So we want the battlements on the other side, so this should be correct. There goes one. I really love that model, that looks amazing. And you can actually overlap these, as you can see, which is pretty cool. Okay, that's cool, we're not getting that clipping issue anymore. Really good. Let's come down this way. Let's place another one. No, you placed wrong. Why do you hate me? But let's come up here. Let's try and hop off of Concord. So expensive as well to make mistakes with this mod. But I'm loving the way these things look already. It's definitely starting to look more like a castle. So let's just come down here with Concord so slowly. You are definitely not designed for weight, are you, mate? You're our fast flyer. Definitely can't wait to get into an Argentavis as well. We've got a number of Stego eggs on the way now, so it shouldn't be too long before we can start taming up one of those guys. Now, where did I stick the rest of these? I'm guessing they're down here. So let's quickly hop back this way. Oh, look at that. That looks amazing. Let's go through the main gate. And let's try and get a decent snap point on it this time. So I guess this one is wanting to snap that way because of the way we've flipped about the gate. So hopefully pressing E should just solve the issue. There we go. And we want another one this way like that. One more like that. And can we get right into the corner there? Another one like that. That is awesome. So let's just quickly pop out of here. Let's hop onto Concord and just take a look at these from the outside. Oh, that looks so cool. Oh, I really love this mod. The models are amazing. There's a lot of, attention to detail that's gone into this mod. I love these kind of little bits underneath the supports. Looks really, really nice. And now we've got some battlements, so we can hop off of Concord here. Let's come down onto our battlements. This is awesome, and you can got this nice kind of little lip step area, so we can sort of see out and kind of defend ourselves at the same time. This is really, really cool. I love this. So what I plan to now do, guys, is, as you saw, I built up just over 50 of the ceilings, which I'm hoping is going to be enough. And I want to basically run the ceilings across this entire open space here, so that we completely seal off this entire area, because this ground area is going to be a place where we store our dinos. It's where we're going to have our vaults and all of the things that we do for crafting. So it's going to be more of a functional area. And then what I plan to do in the future, although we probably won't get to it in today's episode, is to start building a castle up from the center of the ceiling that we're going to place and have it quite tall. So I'm going to crack on with that ceiling, guys, and then I'll bring you back when it's all complete. See you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I've just finished laying all of the ceilings, and I've got to tell you, I'm super impressed with how this has turned out. It looks really, really cool. As per usual, we had a few little instances where we couldn't quite patch in some of the holes, such as this one here, and these couple over here, and that's just because of the collision with the terrain. But I'm really, really happy with how this turned out. It's given us an awesome amount of space. And as I said, this area up here, we're going to build in the middle, kind of up to create more of a castle-like structure. And we'll probably use the rest of the space for things like greenhouses and a place for all of our flyers to store. Yeah, really, really happy. And my favourite thing about this entire build is the hatchway here, which is really cool. So this is the hatchway, which you can use with your flyers. So gives the flyers access to the inside. That's just really, really cool. So when we get a Quetzal, we'll be able to sort of weightlift with the Quetzal and get it inside here via the hatch. And it's kind of cool. I like these little trapdoor things. And then we just come up, press E as we're flying out. Job done. That's a really, really nice touch. Right, guys. The next stage, I think, is to look at getting some vaults constructed and getting those placed. So come along with me whilst I head back to the western coast base, because I need to check what resources we have there. I'm probably going to want about maybe 3 or 4 different vaults. Should be a good amount to get us started. So let's go through the Stargate and wait for everything to render in. Excellent. Now down here, if we take a look in the fabricator, should have some resources, and in fact we've got enough resources for 4 vaults, and we're just missing the polymer. Now how many slots do we have left in here? We're going to need 60 polymer. They stack in, if we go organic, we might be able to do it with organic polymer. In fact, it would probably be preferable because we won't use as many resources. So I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to head up to the snow biome there and go and kill some penguins, and then I'll bring you back when we're ready to construct the vaults. See you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I've got a ton of organic polymer on Concord. Many penguins were unfortunately harmed in the process, but needs must. We do need the organic polymer because the regular polymer is pretty expensive to work with. So we're going to try and dump as much of this as we can in there. And in fact, yeah, we managed to fill just the right amount. So we need some gasoline, of course. Do we have any in here? Excellent. So let's grab that gas, we'll throw some in there. Turn this bad boy on. Craft 4 volts, here we go. So let's see how much XP we get per. 1663. That's a fair decent amount, not too bad. And there we go. So we got our 4 volts now, which is awesome. But I did use a ton of metal in the process, so what I'm going to do, guys, I'm just going to go back up to the mountain, mine up a bunch of metal and get it smelting up so that if Freddy comes on there is still metal for him to use. And then I'll meet you guys over at the new base where we'll start to place these vaults. I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I'm just back over at Herbivore Island in the wee hours of the morning, ready to place our 4 vaults. Now I've just been doing some reading on the wiki, and it looks like the vaults are actually 1.5 foundations wide, so we should have more than enough room in this space. And I'm thinking I'm actually going to place them in this area here. This is looks like we can get maybe a third on this one, but then given that each of these castle foundations are actually 4 foundations wide, we should have not only enough room for the 4 vaults we have, but if we want to extend it further, we can come, I guess, all the way to about here. This spot I'm going to reserve for the industrial forge. It should be more than enough room, even though the industrial forge is probably the largest item in the vanilla game. And I guess this side of the room is kind of be where my crafting stuff is going to happen, and then kind of over that side and sort of in the middle we're going to have some of our larger dinos stored. Probably the kibble farm will make its way here as well. But let's jump into placing these vaults. I'm super excited to get some better storage underway. Now these aren't cheap, and just take a look at that for a second. Look how small that vault looks in this space. This is how big these pieces are in this mod. It's absolutely massive. But yeah, I've never really thought of the vaults as being small. They're normally one of the larger items in the game. So we're going to want to turn to the right ever so slightly. I'm going to use this very handy line here to kind of get an idea as to whether I'm straight or not. And that's looking pretty damn straight. Now let's use this line back here to get an idea of if we're straight at the back. And to be honest, I don't think I could get it any straighter. So that's really good. Let's move over here now and see how far we can get back before we start getting collision issues. It's looking pretty good. I might actually bring them forward ever so slightly, just in case. I don't know, we may want to put some walls there in the future, so it wouldn't kill us to give us a little bit more room back there. Okay, that's looking good. Let's move this way ever so slightly. And how far can we go? It seems to be okay with that. That's pretty good. Can we come forward maybe ever so slightly more? Just want to make sure I've got enough room for any walls that we might want to place there later on. That should be enough room. Watch me regret those words later down the line. How far can we come this way? Okay, here we go. So first vault. Excellent. Now let's move to the left ever so slightly. Okay, let's butt it up against the side of that as much as we possibly can, just to maximise on the space. And that's looking like it needs to come back ever so slightly because I moved forward accidentally. That's looking pretty good though. There we go. Right, next one. Like so. And then the last one. Like so. There we go. Got our vaults placed. That's really, really handy. And we've got a ton of room here. We could probably get another, I want to say 3 maybe we might be able to get in. So 7 bolts would be really handy. And of course we can use all of the storage here, 150 slots for all of the items that we normally gather. Need to work out a storage system like we have for the storage chest, where we keep certain resources kind of bundled together. Probably like thatch, fibre, wood in one, stone, flint, metal in another. Just kind of pair off the items as we tend to use them. But yeah, really, really happy with that. We're kind of one step closer to moving over. And we're back, guys, and I've got to tell you, I'm really enjoying building with this mod. So I figured we got a little bit of time left before the end of the episode, so I wanted to make a start on building the 2 towers. The first one being here and the second one being over that side as well. Now, I'm trying to get this guy centered in the middle of this kind of flat area to give me the best chance of building, and I think I may have got it just where I want it. So let's place our first castle foundation. That's looking cool. And these are the rounded ones as well. Now I got this point facing this way because I believe the doorways on the rounded walls are going to kind of appear in the center of the curved part. So that's why I've done that. And can I get up on top of it? Yeah, we can. It's cool. May not have left any room for some steps that side, but not a problem. We're only going to have one way in, so we'll probably place the steps around the other side here. And let's grab another piece, and we want this to face like that. And one more. Can you face this way? Come on, be nice. Oh, I had it there. There we go. And last but not least, let's try and get this other guy snapped like so. There we go. That's the basis for the castle foundations. So I think this is where we're going to want our doorway quite naturally. So again, let's just try and get up. It might be easier for us to do it this way round. So if we come in here, we want our doorway facing this way. I'm going to place one of those like that. That looks really cool. I love these doors. They they definitely look like castles. Really, really nice. And I've got 31 of the walls, so let's just go around and try and place some of these walls. Now I haven't built any of the windowed walls yet, and I think what I'm going to do is just try and place as many of these as possible, and maybe come back to doing the windowed ones later. I'm not entirely sure. But I'm going to crack on with building this, and then I'll bring you guys back when we've got something to show. I'll see you guys in a bit. And we're back, guys, and I've just finished crafting our first tower. It's taken an awful long time, but I'm really, really happy with how it looks. This mod is so cool. Let's take Concord down, and I'll show you the inside a little bit more. So here we've got our front door, although it's actually missing a door at the moment, and I still need to put in the steps to help us get up a bit more so we don't have to jump, but I just ran out of stone, so I'm going to have to do that another day. But yeah, this is kind of like the centre bit, and we have a number of floors. So you come up here, we've got a nice gated window which we can look out. Pretty cool. Some weird kind of like stuff that kind of almost bounces you away there. It must be some sort of invisible wall of some kind. And then you go up onto this floor, and you can actually come out onto this nice little walkway. So if for whatever reason we need to be out here, we can come out here and engage the enemy if we need to, which I think is pretty cool. I really like the fact that these are wider than the normal walkways you get in vanilla ARK, because I always have a habit of falling off of those. And then up here we have another floor, another gated window, and then last but not least you get to the very top, and now you have the battlements. It's a bit of a shame these ones don't have the steps like the straight ones, because my character's actually quite tall, but I can't actually see over those, so I can't really engage people from here. And I decided to keep this part open because I want to put a catapult here, or some kind of blister turret of some sorts for defense, which I think would be really cool. There was a couple of things that were kind of interesting about this build as well, which I noticed. So, for example, this is a ceiling full round with cutout. Now, if you're building your spiral stairs, there's actually two variants you can build. You can build the curved steps right start, which is what these ones are, or you can build the curved steps left start, which is basically the same, but the steps start from here and then they end up that way. Now, if you want to use this full cutout template instead of using the quarter ones, then you have to build the curved steps right start. The left ones won't work, and you won't be able to get the cutout in the right spot. So that's a little pro tip there. It took some learning from myself to figure that out, but I'm really happy with how this turned out. And it got me thinking, actually. There's one thing in the Stargate mod which we haven't played with yet, which is the actual teleporter rings. So I popped back to base before I came back on camera, and I've crafted up 2 sets of teleporter rings. So let's place these and have a look. Now, I was thinking about putting them here, but as I already said, I want to put like a catapult of some kind on this upper bit. So I think the simplest thing for us to do is to come down onto this next floor and place one here and then one in the bottom floor. That way we can skip having to walk up all of the stairs to get to the top. So let's get one of these out. Oh, that looks so cool. And let's pop into our K menu and try and get this as straight as humanly possible. If I use the stairs as a midpoint, just kind of help us a little bit. And I think if we turn a little bit that way, I guess it doesn't really matter. I mean, they are circular, so it's not going to matter too much. And then if we come into the middle, around about there, I guess, it looks pretty good. Okay, maybe a nudge to there, ever so slightly. I'm just going to line my hat up with the seam there that I can see. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, so let's place that one. Oh, these look so cool. So teleporter rings locked. Hold for more options. You can pick these ones up. That's really, really handy. I love it when mods add the ability to pick rings up. That's really, really cool. We can rename it, so I guess we'll rename this one. If we're facing north, this will be, I guess, well, this will be the west tower, I guess. So let's call this west tower like so. And I believe the 2 sets of rings have to have the same name in order for them to kind of link. So that one's called West Tower, so if we come all the way downstairs, we should put another set of rings down and also call that West Tower, and then that will allow us to link those 2 rings together. So if we come down here, find the center of the room, let's get out our teleporter rings, and let's try and get this as straight as possible. Kind of handy with the foundations, because you have this quarters that you can use to line up your lines with. That needs to go forward ever so slightly. I would say just a little bit of a nudge to the left, right. Well, you know what I'm like, guys, OCD with these things. That's pretty straight, so there we go. There's the next set of rings. And let's rename these as well. West Tower. There we go. Right. I guess the proof is in the pudding. Let's try this out. Woo! Oh my god, that was so cool. That was so cool. Oh, let me do it again, let me do it again. Oh my god, that is just like the TV show. That has literally made my day. I literally don't think I could get bored of doing this. Oh, the colours are amazing. That is so cool. Well, there we go, guys. That's the Stargate Teleporter Rings as well. Well, that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. If you have, remember to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel for more ARK Survival Evolved videos. Until the next time, guys, keep calm and level up.